Hi everybody, welcome to the Soulful Soul. So today I'm doing a special New Year video. This one will be a general reading and I'm going to use the Wheel of the Year. So I will start with January all the way to December. And the idea here is simply to look at what the key themes might be for us. You know, time is fluid, things change. Nothing is cast in stone. I don't even believe in projecting too much into the future. I like to talk about the present. But I thought this would be something really nice for us to reflect on. What I will do then from the end of January, I will reflect on that card and draw other cards. So I'll do a monthly card using what comes out in the Wheel of the Year for the year ahead. And let's see what happens. Let's see what it brings up for us and what it brings up for the month gone by and the month to come. And for me, I believe that tarot is a teacher. It's a tool for us to learn, to grow, to engage with the world. And that's how I read. So also, if you are interested and would like to contact me for your own personal reading using the system, but fleshing out more the Wheel of the Year, bearing in mind that I'm not going to tell you that that's your definite future. I'm going to tell you what the themes are that you could look at for those months. And you can contact me if you would like something like that for yourself. Okay. I hope you enjoy and I hope this is helpful for you. Let's see what the energies are, what guidance there is for us. Welcome back, everybody. So let's see what we need to be thinking about for January. I'll pull 2 cards each. Feb. So for January, we have the page. It's the 2 of Wands. I keep thinking it's a page, but can you see feeling stuck in complacence here? So with that and the 9 of Pentacles, interesting. So I suppose the nice thing about this card is that willingness to take time out, and however stuck you're feeling, because perhaps that relates to COVID, the fact that we are tied down, many of us can't move to the places we want to move to, but taking the time out, despite those restrictions, to smell the roses in the form of enjoying nature, enjoying the birds, not lamenting your fate in a way, like going with the flow, really. So I think that January is about us easing into the year by being gentle on ourselves, by enjoying nature, and just trying not to rage against the restrictions, because actually the raging against them won't help us. As a caution, it might be being complacent about restrictions that we shouldn't have, because the 2 of Wands is that stuck space. So I guess it's about discerning when we need to rage against and when we need to go with the flow. With the 9 of Pentacles in the reverse here, the 9 of Pentacles is a card of independence and having worked hard for that independence and seeing things bearing fruit. And I suppose that the caution with the 9 of Pentacles can be to just keep an eye on finances and be careful with money, maybe. Feb. In Feb, we have the Queen of Coins, again, another Pentacles card, and the Queen of Coins, oh, okay. The Queen of Coins is, look, she's so abundant. They relate to this person is so abundant, at ease with abundance, but is abundant with everything, enjoys nature, animals, is comfortable with themselves, very solid, you know, you can see that's made of stone, very solid and abundant, but it's in the reverse. And along with that is the Six of Cups, which talks about nostalgia, talks about the past. So let me see. You know, financially, it still might be, you know, this makes me think of, these together makes me think of the Queen of Coins looking at the past. Oh, in the past, we could make money more easily. And now there are all these restrictions. But the Six of Cups is also a card about sharing, you know, and perhaps this lamenting the way things could be stops us from seeing the way things are and the positives. I'm not making light of it, but there are positive, there's so many positive things that have come out of COVID on a bigger scale, you know, at a systemic level. And it's about the way we see things, the way we see how things should be done, the way we relate to each other. And this to me talks about giving and receiving, being willing to give, being willing to share, in fact. And instead of lamenting how things were and that ideal abundance, to trust that, to trust the process firstly, to know that this is there, it's still there, abundance is still there in different form maybe, but also to be open to receiving if we need to receive, and to be giving, and to that sense of sharing, that sense of community. Well, then we have in March, we get the Nine of Cups, and this looks like the genie in a bottle. It's almost like anything you wish for, which I don't really believe in, but perhaps things will start lightening up in March. Perhaps we will start feeling like, if you've been feeling like nothing's working, perhaps you will start feeling like, like things are clearing up, and wishes are starting to, you can see the possibilities. So that's something that we can look forward to, and obviously I will come back and unpack that when we get there. There's also this thing about standing your ground on something, and you know, it could talk about collectively needing to stand up for the rights of everyone. I think that the pandemic is about everyone's right to, has shown us how so many don't have rights, or might have rights on paper, but in reality, having those rights met is a different story, you know. I think this might even be about power that is abused, those who have plenty abusing that, and those who have you know, those who have plenty can also stand up for what is right, and that is that we need a more equitable world. That's what I think. On a personal level, I think that there'll be a lightening of the energy. I think that with the vaccine coming, you know, the vaccine is a political thing, and we all need to stand up for what is right, and that is everyone has a right to live. Everyone has a right to have a safety, and it's a vaccine, you know. So there's that. But also at a personal level, there might be this need to stand up for something you believe in, stand up for yourself, despite what the crowd says. There might be something that you need to stand up for. April, Five of Coins and the Ace of Wands, very interesting in the reverse. The Five of Coins can talk about feeling isolated and outside of things. And you know, with the dog there, it's like in this stick, the door is locked, but these people are not alone. They have each other, you know, and they can befriend the dog. It's like a feeling of being an outsider, but it's almost like there's a choice to see yourself as that or not. But perhaps there's a key somewhere that you are unable to see to unlock some door that needs to be unlocked. This is an interesting depiction of it, of the Five of Coins. With the Ace of Wands in reverse, it might indicate this, you know what came to me? False start. So maybe that's what's going to happen. Perhaps there will be, you know, that's wands there, and that's wands. It's about passion, and it can be about confronting issues. The false start came to me, maybe at a collective level, it's about some being left out and not having access. So we need to watch out for that, you know, and it could be at a personal level, feeling like your new beginning can't happen for some reason or the other, something related to feeling left out of something. That's April, May. May looks like this is the Page of Cups, a new beginning with love. This has such a playful energy in a way. It's got a Three of Cups energy in the positive. But the Page of Cups does talk about a new beginning in love, like youthfulness, playfulness in love, maybe even offers of love. So perhaps May will present that to us. And the thing that comes with it is this willingness to be suspended, to look at things from a different perspective. So it's possible that by now we are used to this new normal in a way, and some of us are willing to look at things from a different perspective and see the opportunities in whatever's there for us. June, in June you have the World. What a beautiful card to get. It's like the completion of something. And perhaps the cycle of COVID, by June, something has come to a successful completion. Perhaps we start seeing things change even at a global level, but who knows, you know, those things can only change if we make them change, if we effort to make things change. I love this. So the World card, really the successful completion, and perhaps each of us at a personal level, we are experiencing this completion of something. It is brings about the completion of the first half of the year. You know, can you see, like, even that makes you think of half and half, like we've moved through half of the cycle of the year. There's a very, this card, it's very watery, hey? I didn't think about that. Well, it's water, it's earth, it's air, it's fire, which can be represented there as well. But it has got that gentle, watery nature about it, with that the clothing are like of water. It's very beautiful, which is in sync with this King of Cups energy. But this is the completion of something. It's successful completion. It's knowing that a project or whatever is being completed properly. And it could really well relate to maybe the vaccine. A vaccine has been rolled out throughout the world for those who, anyway, throughout. And perhaps, I mean, we can only wish that a cycle of change, this brings in a cycle of change. But with the King of Cups in reverse, I think that the question there is, if this, how real is this cup of love or this offer? I think that's the question. Is that although the World, I would say the World card is the stronger card here. So there's a completion, but maybe there's a caution of, maybe this can relate to depression, to not falling into negative habits, overindulgence, harmful habits that are harmful for you. And perhaps there's just that caution there of that. Let's leave it there, because this is just a quick look through. Wow, and then oh my goodness, July, we have the Emperor and the Emperor. So July, I think, is a time, wow, can be very, very powerful for many of us. It can be a time of, that's really interesting. So if we have this ending, maybe there's an ending of a cycle, of a way of being, something's completed. And maybe it brings about a sense of optimism and of now we can anchor in, or we can start doing the things that we want to do, and we do them with more power. I mean, the Emperor in the upright is such a powerful card of being, it's a 4 card, so it's about stability, and maybe people are starting to feel more optimistic about creating more stability, and hopefully we'll do that in different ways, in more sharing ways. Hopefully that's what we are moving into. I know those things take time, though, because we've been talking about the age of Aquarius from time immemorial, and it doesn't just come. We have to compromise. We have to give of ourselves, we have to want to believe in a more sharing world. But on a personal level, I feel like maybe July is going to offer us a chance for retaking power, and it's very optimistic. It seems to get optimistic in July. August, there's the swords maybe being in our heads. The 2 of Swords in reverse could be now. So here you have this fire card. So passion and passion towards creating stability. And then here, I think that the caution for August is just watching out for the games that we play. It could be games that we play on ourselves that keep us stuck in this energy of the 2 of Swords in reverse. In the upright, this is a very positive card. I see it very positively, that this person is very powerful. I don't see that as the enemy. It could be, but they've got this, like that's the energy in the upright. In the reverse, it's convincing yourself, like, after this positive energy, that you don't have it, So at a personal level, I think that's what we need to look out for. And at a collective level, at agendas that keep us stuck. September, it's this give and take card. That feels like the challenge for September is, this is the challenge will be listening to our intuitions. That's what the card suggests, this needing to look at how we neglect our intuition, and how we share resources. Power issues there. With, how power at a personal and a collective level. But at a personal level, how do we play with power, and how do we give up our power by not trusting our intuition? October, well, huge transformation. The 3 of Swords is a card of pain, but it can also be a card of confronting hurt, confronting pain. So October might be a month of huge transformations for all of us. It would be interesting to see, right? What is special? October is when Halloween is, right? What else is special about October? Well, that's the thing that comes to mind. But maybe confronting, maybe starting to heal from what's gone before. So maybe October brings about something surfaces so that we can start healing. You know, I will, like I say, I will unpack these as we go along, and they really are not meant for prediction. You know, like the death card is a card of allowing transformation to happen. If transformation is knocking at your door, you need to allow it to happen, or else we cause ourselves pain with the Three of Swords. And so maybe that will be our lesson in October. This is, of course, a collective reading. So if you are, you know, if you want a personal one, we can do that as well. But also, let's just see. Let's do this as fun, because I'm going to reflect on them every month and see what comes up. November, the King of Wands, very much Sagittarius. So perhaps there's this this fiery energy, but it seems to be quite settled. So maybe, you know, this is the fire, this is a King of Wands, really, but in the highest form. So maybe that fiery energy, that action energy, although this is action towards anchoring, starts bearing fruit here. So almost the King of Wands can start seeing the fruits of their labors. And with the Four of Cups there, it's a four again, which to me is about, it's echoing that stability. So I think there's a connection here between July, what work is done in July, and what happens in November. And this ability to enjoy what you've worked for. With the Four of Cups in reverse, maybe the lesson has been to accept help, to accept offers, to not feel like you have to go it alone. And maybe that's what's been happening. You know, that's the lesson that you've learned, and so things are working out better. I think that was, I picked it up correctly. Yeah. Oh, lovely for December. We have Libra energy there and fire. But this is about communication. It's also about maybe seeing the results of our work, because the Eight of Wands is about the manifestations of all the hard work you've done. There's all these fertile wands are of your making, and now they are being embedded in earth, coming from heaven. But you, not that philosophical heaven, the heaven of your making, your energy, your effort, your mind work, whatever, your magic, your tangible, practical work now showing, bearing fruit. So it looks like maybe December will bring about that stability. And what a lovely way to end the year with the Justice card, the card of Libra. But that's a card of balance. It's a card of fairness. It's a card of the scales, something starting to even out. And maybe we'll start seeing change for ourselves. We will start seeing that we are starting to become more balanced. We know where we are weak and where we are strong, or we've started to correct some of our weaknesses and enhance our strengths. And we're finding balance in our communications here, in whatever, in our projects, in the things that we're putting out. We're starting to see the balance, maybe. And maybe that will also be justice, in the sense of we can be starting to really see the vision of a more just society, possibly. So anyway, so that's the fun. That's what I see. You might have other interpretations, and it would be lovely to hear those. But like I say, end of Jan, I will do a reflection on that and projection into Feb using those cards, and then maybe drawing a couple of more for Feb. And I'll see how it goes. It's a new thing offering that I'll make. And it's really, for me, it's for fun and for learning. honestly, I feel like that's the best use of the tarot, is the learning that we can get from it and the interrogation. And that interrogation is self-growth, rather than always trying to determine the future. That's really not what I'm about. And so my hesitance about projecting, do you know what I mean? Although that's what the cards say. Let's just see as we go along. Okay, beloved, sorry for that long spiel. I feel like I feel strongly about this, I guess, and maybe it's a moment in time. Who knows? Let me leave it there. I send you lots of love. I hope you enjoy. Please like, share, subscribe, give your comments. I'd love to hear your comments. I'd love to hear your interpretations. Yeah, and I send you lots of love. I will be in touch again. I will be, the next time you see me will be with my weekly pick a card reading on Sunday. Lots of love to you. Bye.